Many thanks for staying with us on the newsroom. Nigeria's ambassador to the Benin Republic, Tukur Buratai, has met with the President of Benin Republic, Patrice Talon. Buratai met with the Beninese President on Tuesday during the official presentation of his letter of credence, and the meeting occurred amid the planned extradition of Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, who was arrested in Cotonou on July 19 while he tried to catch a flight to Germany. In a statement, the Beninese government said the head of state granted audience to the new ambassadors of various countries and discussed with them on the revitalization and strengthening of bilateral cooperation between these different countries and Benin Republic. And the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has asked Nigerians living abroad to stop sponsoring secessionist groups. The minister, who said this during a visit by a delegation of the UK chapter of Nigerian in Diaspora organization, urged members of the group to shun secessionist groups and insurgents who are bent on pushing false narratives to portray Nigeria in a bad light. Lai Mohammed also asked members of the group to complement the government's effort rather than propagate fake narratives and untrue allegations of religious persecution, political marginalization, and human rights abuses. And Governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawali, has attributed the escalation of banditry and kidnapping in the state to unresolved lingering conflicts between herders and farmers by past administrations. The governor identified the killing of a prominent Fulani leader in Dansadao community as another factor responsible for the escalation of banditry in the state, saying the followers of the Fulani leader in Zamfara, Kebbi, and Sokoto states became aggrieved and started attacking perceived killers of their leader to avenge his death. Matawali also inferred that the failure of some states in the northwest region to enter into dialogue with the bandits has further led to the worsening of the menace. And the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Rochelle Walensky, has said people vaccinated against COVID-19 in high-risk parts of the United States would resume wearing masks, a major reversal in guidance that underscored the country's struggle to suppress the Delta variant. President Joe Biden, in a briefing, said the announcement showed that America needs to do better on vaccinations, adding that a vaccine mandate for the country's more than 2 million federal workers was now under consideration. And according to the latest CDC data, 63% of the country's more than 3,200 counties are experiencing substantial or high transmission. And in business, the Central Bank of Nigeria has disbursed 156.33 billion naira to distribution companies to boost electricity supply in the country. The Apex Bank and its Monetary Policy Committee communique disclosed this on Tuesday, and according to the document, the Apex Bank, under its Nigerian Electricity Market Stabilization Facility 2 initiative, released 129.29 billion naira to 11 discos to provide liquidity support and stimulate critical infrastructure investment needed to improve service delivery and collection efficiency. And Ugandan police have released the weightlifter who was deported from Japan last week after going missing. Julius Sekitoleko had traveled to Japan in order to participate in the Olympics, but was subsequently told he had not qualified for his event and should return home. Instead, he left a note in his room saying he wanted to stay and work in Japan and had disappeared. His arrest on his arrival home and subsequent detention has caused public outrage in the country, and his lawyer Philip Munabi says the police are looking into how he had traveled to the 2020 Olympics without having qualified for the Games. And now in sports, Swiss sprinter Alex Wilson has been suspended from the Olympic Games after failing a drug test, the Athletics Integrity Unit has announced. The 30-year-old Jamaica-born sprinter tested positive for a banned steroid in an out-of-competition test on March 15 and had initially challenged the test result, arguing that the drug was contained in a contaminated beef he ate at a Jamaican restaurant in the United States and was suspended in March. However, a Swiss Olympic disciplinary panel lifted his suspension in early July. The World Anti-Doping Agency and Athletics Integrity Unit appealed that decision to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, which on Wednesday upheld the initial suspension. And that's all for now in the newsroom. We will be back at the top of the hour with more updates. Many thanks for watching.